welcome back to Genfanad. I think it is time to put our armor to the test. Going back to a much earlier quest where we were a little bit stuck for a bit because we did not have the combat stats to accomplish what we needed to do. But now, with 11s and our massively upgraded equipment, especially defensively, I think it's time. We are heading back to the start area here. We got our magic elixir and our runic clay. We just need to get a limited edition fire card from a goblin. We already established that the low-level goblins didn't seem to drop it, but there were higher-level goblins right next to them. I believe they are level 12, and we are level 11. The strongest you could probably be at level 11, depending on how strength is still being calculated, but definitely a good place to be. So we're going to march right into goblin camps and see if we can't get this. Don't know if it's going to be as simple as just fighting the goblins, but even if it's not, I mean, we're still going to be getting experience here. That's also a plus. There's giant spiders over there. And also, we're going to be getting even more experience since our effective combat for experience calculations is 10 2/3, round down to 10. So fighting level 12 guys is going to give us like 10% more experience or something. Something wild like that. Sounds worth it to me. Let's see how we do. We brought some low-quality cooked beef. Heals 3s. Hopefully that should be good enough here. They're still aggressive, so that's something we need to be aware of. We got some bones and a crate key. Well, if we have a crate key, we probably should open a crate. There's a crate. Scenery is indestructible. This is the next best option. This lock has 2 identical keyholes. Goblins are usually pretty careless. I bet they left at least 1 copy of the keys in their tent. I feel like I'm going to have to fight them for any more copies, though. Alright, we have the fighting copy. So just need to loot this goblin tent. See ya. Go around this way, might be able to avoid the higher level goblins for a little bit. That'd be the easiest path forward here. But we're probably going to need to fight our way in here. And oh, you can hit 4s. Noted. I'll eat. I'll loot. 1 glass of the tent and instantly notice light glinting off of something inside. Ah. So they can interrupt dialogues. That's not ideal for us, for sure. There's a key in here. This must be for the crate by the campfire. But the crate needs 2 keys, right? Time to beat up some goblins. There I have. There it is. There's the second one. Time to beat up some goblins, indeed. Except we're already accomplishing that feat. Oh, they can hit 4s. I should leave. There you go. Oh. Nope. The level 12 ones don't have armor, which is interesting. We'll probably finish this fight. Nobody else is gonna aggro on us, so we should be okay. Oh boy, we got a 3rd crate key. Go back around these trees to get to the crate from the safe side. We also do have a dungeon here. I think there is even higher level guys down there, so hopefully that's not required. his key into both of the lock's keyholes and turn them simultaneously. What an advanced crate in a goblin camp. Probably stolen. The lock immediately unlatches, dropping straight off the shackle and onto the ground with a thud. You lift the lid of the crate to find a pair of burn-resistant gloves and a small sum of gold. Seriously? All these security measures for some simple, raggedy oven mitts. In hindsight, I don't know why I expected more from goblins. Oh well. I can still use these to safely search the campfire. Okay. We got oven mitts. Someday they'll grow up to be a hardy pair of forging gloves. And we got a decent amount of money too. That's something. This is just regular clay. Alright, now we need to search the campfire with all the goblins next to it. Fantastic. Alright. Can do. Area with aggressive enemies. A bit of a mess, all things considered. Oh, he's dead. Nope, that's not the right thing. Yeah, these guys down here are level 20 and 23. Nope. We needed to search the campfire. Retrieve card from campfire. Use the oven mitts to sift through the ashes of the campfire. Takes barely a minute to find what you're looking for, a limited edition fire card. Guess I won't be needing this anymore. Toss the oven mitts onto the ground beside the campfire. I suppose. Okay. Limited edition fire card. So limited, it doesn't even work outside of one specific quest. That's very limited, my goodness. We need to bring all this stuff somewhere over here, right? We're talking to Roland. There he is. Let's make some clay, magic elixirs. How do I awaken a sleeping something? Only mostly sure this experiment will work. You're gonna need a magic elixir, lump of rune clay, and limited edition fire card. Check. He's got the elixirs. Mine some clay and bring. He'll get the elemental. And the goblins have the card. Once you have everything, go ahead and add it all to the well on the other side of the fence. Experiment goes to plan. The clay should reveal itself as an elemental on the other side of the fence. There's the well. Do experiment in well. Doubles as a cauldron for thrifty mages. It's either a very warm well, or it's not required for the magic here. Alright. We got our other two ingredients that we had in the bank for a long time, which is another big win here. Saving 2 more bank spaces. Do experiment in well. You uncork the elixir and pour the glowing substance into the well. The water at the bottom of the well begins to glimmer as it mixes with the elixir. Then you drop the rest of the ingredients into the well, and nothing happens. That was anticlimactic. I think Roland might have left out some important details. Better talk to him. I mean, I guess the fire card is fire magic, basically, so that could have the heat. Probably could have activated the fire card instead of dropping it. That probably would have worked better. Hey, Roland. I added all the ingredients exactly as you said, but nothing happened. Am I missing something? Did you remember to stir the mixture? You didn't tell me I had to stir it. Oh. Well, you need to stir everything together. Otherwise the mixer won't, mix. How can I go about doing that? The well's too deep to use a standard tool. Ah, yes. You can use my staff for that. Roland hands you his magic staff. It should be long enough to reach the bottom of the well. Nice. Bigger stick equals bigger magic. I would say that's just science, but it's actually magic. Or it could be the science of magic. That could work. Lower the staff in the well and use it to stir the mixture. There's a brief flash of light and an underwhelming puff of smoke. When the smoke clears, you see a baby rock elemental sitting at the bottom of the well, which is now completely dry. Use the bucket attached to the well to retrieve the elemental. Huh. I can't believe that actually worked. I should share my findings with Old Man Grady. He's gonna be so excited. Baby Rock Elemental. It's like an adult Rock Elemental, but smaller. Amazing. Now, is that because the clay was an elemental? Or did we just make an elemental there? There was definitely some magic involved in all this. Now we just need to head back to the mine and turn this in. Easy enough. Yeah, level 12 goblins with our starter gear probably would have been a bit much. But we only needed to kill like a few of them. But then having to stay in the goblin camp getting attacked constantly would have been a dangerous idea. So this works. This works. Now, is he going to be happy or angry about the elemental business? He thought that there was elementals, and it turns out there was. But is it a good thing? We will see. Good news! Roland and I were able to awaken some clay as a baby rock elemental. You present the baby rock elemental to Old Man Grady. Grady's face lights up with an excitement the likes of which you've never seen before. I knew it! I knew those rocks were alive! I said, these here ore deposits looked an awful lot like rock elementals if you squint your eyes and tilt your head, but nobody believed me. All those people who doubted me are going to feel so stupid when I show them this. Hold on. Aren't they just going to think you caught some random elemental out in the wild? Shouldn't you wake up one of the ore deposits in front of them instead? Nah, I'm sure this will be enough to convince them of Old Man Grady's perfectly intact sanity. I really appreciate your help with proving my theory, adventurer. It ain't much. I'd like you to have my trusty old pickaxe as thanks. You have completed a minor revelation. Old Man Grady's iron pickaxe. Ooh. 2,500 evocation XP and 3,600 mining XP. Well, that is 5 levels in evocation, getting us to level 6. Amazing. Yeah, we were level 1 still in that. Still level 1 sorcery. Well, that's more combat magic than effect magic. So that checks out for the quest. Survival is 2 still, too. That is making it the 4th lowest skill instead of the 2nd lowest skill, I guess. There you go. You can drop this other crate key, don't need that. Drop this clay for now. Bury some bones. And head to the bank. So we can cross that off the list. Quests we need to do here. Let's see what's next. Iron pickaxe though, that's pretty solid. So we got the bronze pickaxe, that's regular. And now iron. So trying to find like a high quality bronze pickaxe could still potentially be useful. And a high quality iron would also be good. That's definitely a start. Coins went up by about 1% there. That's something. Alright. Next thing I want to do is head up into very dangerous locales. And for that, I want to not risk many things. We're just going to take some meat, 3 pieces of armor, and hope we survive. Would be an idea to get 14 vitality first, because that would help a little bit. Allow us to possibly survive. I think we're okay for now. I mean, we're either going to be okay or we're going to not be okay. Time will certainly tell. from the map, I am looking to get to a quest start location. To start one of the quests we haven't. And there's only so many of those. There's Crafty Kingship, Heart of Gold, Tears of an Incarnation, and You Shall Not Pass Go. One of these, I think we could talk to the person for the quest, but we couldn't start it without 24 tailoring. So that leaves just 3 unstarted quests. So this should be one of those 3. Now, it is in a very high-level area, so I have my doubts that we're going to be able to make any progress whatsoever with it. But hey, might as well give it a shot. Worst case scenario, we lose a bunch of beef. And that's literally it. There's a reason we're not bringing additional equipment here. From what I could tell from the map, there should be 2 routes that we could take here. One of those would involve going through the tunnel that went through for, I believe, the previous quest with the level 30-ish guys and the bats and the rats and all that. But actually going to the end of there and then popping it out up on top. It looks like there might also just be a way to just get up there without doing that. So, assuming we can get past everything else here, this is probably a safer path. Or it might just not even go to the same place at all. That's also a possibility. That's just due to how things work out sometimes. So we need to go back out this way, through Coin, and take the path up into the Costin Ridge area, where everything is so much more dangerous. We still have a lot of training to do before we are ready to take on most of this. We are still not too high level here. But we're working on it. We're doing what we can with what we got. And all that. And just getting some information of what they are needing me to do here is good information to have. So I can set more accurate goals and all that. Okay. Time to focus. Once we get through this building here, the danger begins. I think our best bet is to head south here. Because the rest of it is... Well, actually, we need to get through the fence first. Having a little bit of map information does help a bit. Okay. So now we need to get past these rabbits. Let's try to give them a nice wide berth here. Don't need to draw any attention to myself. Getting through here could be difficult. Need to keep my distance, if that's even possible. Looks like we've avoided attention so far. I'm just assuming everything out here is highly aggressive. Seems like a reasonable thought. All these skeletons are trying to kill me. This is a battle banner, a reinforced jail door. Or are they trying to hold an ogre? Doesn't look like there's anything in here in particular. There's baby fire elemental. This is just a room. Like a guard station along the wall here. Except there's skeletons on the other side of the station here too, so. We got a town here. Good time town or bad time town? We got rangers. Rangers. Last line of defense against the monsters. Presumably they're friendly. I'm gonna poke myself in here and hope for the best. We got a table with food. All sorts of nice stuff. Can't interact with it though. This is apparently a pub. Nobody's here. Not that I would expect much. It's possibly a run-down town. Monsters are invading. Seems likely. Because there's a lot of ruins out this way. A big sack of potatoes. Oh well. Another ranger. The last building here, just a bed. Good enough for a outpost, I suppose. Now we are right over against the edge of the world. Doesn't seem like there's too much in the way of enemies right here, so that's nice. I will take it. I will take it. Oh, somebody's got a spit roast meat going on here. Rotisserie. I want it. We got plague rats in this area. An envious ghost. Some items on the floor in this building. Don't think we would want to try to go inside there. It's departed rat and burnt rat. There's some sticky liquid blood, most likely, over there. There's a zombie up there. Yeah, this is definitely not the place you want to be. Really. Get past the plague-infested town. What we got up here? Zombie. And some kind of big old castle area. And over here we got the edge of the world. Hobgoblins. I don't think we can get down there. Doesn't look like. That's just the Hobgoblin lands. Ah. Might be able to get through this cave entrance to get down there. Some kind of plant. Sugarcane. Sweet grass. So, that might also connect to another cave network here. Caves are dangerous. Much less space to run around. But right up here should be a quest area. See what's going on in here? A couple guys. Here is Aurelia. This inventor uses one of the most needlessly difficult to obtain components. There's a hero skeleton over there. Alright. So this is a new quest start with Aurelia. They are in the southeastern. Very much southeast. Almost as southeast as you can physically go here. Besides that little green area down there. Southeastern. This whole area is the Costin Ridge. Alright. Let's see if we can even start this quest. Oh, an adventurer. I didn't expect to see anyone else out here on account of the hazardous environment. I wasn't expecting to see anyone else either. There really isn't anything here. That's not true. There's clearly a dead hero and their vengeful spirit right over there. So there is. Should I be concerned? Where's the vengeful spirit? Level 35. About the ghost? Only if you get too close. I meant about you. Ah, no. Let me properly introduce myself. My name is Aurelia. I am an inventor. And you're standing around a corpse-laden altar in the middle of a creepy wasteland because I'm looking for components for my inventions, of course. I could use some help with it, if you don't mind. Find components to fix inventions? Sure. I'm sure this is gonna be fantastic. Yeah, sure. It's not like there's much else to do out here. Great. You can start by grabbing a bone or two off one of the skeletons. You want to disturb the dead for dusty old bones? They don't need them anymore, do they? Well, no. Or the bones have to be from a hero? Feels weird grave robbing my coworkers. Sorry, but any other bones won't cut it. The bones of heroes hold magical properties the other bones simply don't have. Fair enough. Why can't you do it, though? Dead things are covered in germs. Kind of left my gloves back at the workshop, so... fine. Better not get haunted by the angry ghost for this. 100% gonna get haunted by the angry ghost for this. Level 35. We might be able to survive a hit. Or 3 hits. We need to survive 3 hits. That's imperative to this whole system. Skeleton fall here and crouch down. If you inch your hand close to the skeleton, it will hold a small bone. Take care not to disturb the bones of your fellow adventurer any more than you have to. While you pull, you manage to successfully remove the bone without damaging anything else. Whew. That was smoother than expected. Some more pieces suddenly fall off the skeleton and crumble to dust on the ground. Nobody saw that. Got it. We put the ghost. We just let go. Oh no, the ghost's coming. Oh lord. Oh, they're coming. And we did it. Hero bones. A successful infiltration. Oh good, you actually got the bones. I was worried you didn't have the stomach for this kind of thing. First of all, this isn't the first time I've handled bones. Second, you were the one who didn't want to touch them just because they're dirty. We don't need to talk about that. The important thing is you have what you need to move on to the next step. Next step? I only agreed to get the materials for you, not build the entire device. Did I not tell you what the bones are for? No, you didn't. Oh, sorry. The component I'm really after is locked away inside a stone coffin in a cave on the other side of this huge warehouse next to us. Those bones are part of a special key we'll need to fashion in order to get it. What kind of key requires bones? A skeleton key, obviously. Come on, adventurer, try to keep up. Anyway, the bones will act as a charm to protect you from any curses that might be bound to the coffin. It won't work reliably unless you carve runes of protection into them first, though. How do I do that? You'll need a chisel. Where can I get one? A lot of general stores sell chisels. If you don't have a hammer, I suggest getting one of those too while you're at it. You'll need one later. What do I do once I have the chisel? Simply use it on the bones to etch the runes into them. Let me know when you're done. There's still a lot left to do. Okay. I fully expect that we are not going to be able to actually do the chiseling. Because this is a high-level area, and that sounds like exactly what you would have a level requirement to do. But I am going to poke my head in here. There's pleb cat, ordinary cat, departed rat, plague rat. You can just scooch through here. This is just a warehouse. Look at all the random stuff in here. We got tables, shelves, crates. Very cool. Well, it's a warehouse. It's something. Oh, there's a hanging platform. Big platform which cargo is loaded down into the caves below. We got cannons in here. Whole pile of weapons we aren't allowed to take because that'd be too easy. Doesn't look like I can use this yet. Plums, potatoes. I mean, honestly, besides all the plague rats, this area is doing pretty good. Desk. I see a way to use this platform to get down. Maybe we need to get the bones first. So let us get right on back out of here. Oh no, here come the rats. Don't mind me. I'm just leaving. This is fine. Oh, aggro ranges. When it works, I suppose. Alright, while we're out here, though, kind of want to continue looking around. See what else there is to see here. There's more plague rats. Not too shocked about that, I guess. We got skeletons and Dr. Tibia. Yes, this seems like a place for a bone-named person in a giant skeleton graveyard. That is a huge skull. I wonder if the rest of the skeleton is proportional, or if this guy just had a really big head. Skeletons form the backbone of our labor force. Like all bones, they do have a tendency to break. Luckily, Cliché's dungeons provide a steady supply of spare parts for our workers. Who knows, maybe even you will one day be part of our company. Okay. We can get down to the lower section here. Perfect. Let's sneak around this way here. There's a ghoul down below. Another building over here. Probably full of plague rats. Most likely. Alright, we're slightly down a level here. Can't get there from here. Lots of various cliffs to deal with. Here's an interesting looking house. This one has black liquid on the ground. An alchemy stand. If we can't get there from here. Oh, here's a cave. Come back for that. See if there's any other options first. We got burnt chicken and a ghost. We got a fountain with no water. We can't get up there from here. Here's a town at least. See if we've been here before. We did do a bit of adventuring over in this section. Not sure if we got everywhere though. Solicitor Sam. Need a dead relative to reconsider that will? Did someone expire before they explained where the treasure was buried? Solicitor Sam is at your spooky service. Administration and arbitrage for the afterlife. Very spooky. Better call. Yeah, Paisley. Rangers told me this place was abandoned. What are you doing here? Mostly just living our unlives. Although we had our first human move in not long ago, a chef. He's at the other end of the village, making himself at home, and everyone dinner, apparently. And they have frogs, low quality Zarmos, leech blood, and monster jelly. Thematic. What else we got? Bono. He's pleased to meet you too. Welcome to Forebodin, pal. I'm Bono, resident craft skeleton. Is it just monsters that live here? Do you know, we just got our first human resident the other week. He's hanging out with Lurch in the big building on the hill. What do you call this place? Forebodin? I think we have been here. It's on my map of places that exist. It said he was on the hill, though. Also, things might have changed. It's also possible. He sells bones and bigger bones. Amazing. A skeleton selling bones. Wild. You all got a chisel and a hammer? Old little. Old rags are what they used to be. I'm old. I'm not deaf. Alright, what is it this time? Teeth so white, skin so green. It's the friendliest witch you've ever seen. Old little. He's probably even older than he looks. He sells bowstrings. Okay. Here's Griff. Werewolves are cute when they're not trying to kill you. Hello, I'm Griff, Foreboding's greeter and tour guide. To the north, there's the Boulevard, with everything from legal services to craft services. Then there's Town Hall to the south, with our newest citizen, an actual human. Delightful. And up here we go. Here's Lurch. One mayoral-looking monster. Don't ask him to get the door. Is this Foreboding? That's right, adventurer. Hope we'll have no trouble from you. Heard this place was abandoned. Classic human-centric thinking. It's been abandoned by humans, sure. But we monsters have been making our home here for centuries. Who's in the corner? He doesn't look very monstrous. Oh, that's Ainsley. He's our chef. We're trying to put Foreboding on the map, you see. Come to eat, not to be eaten. That's an option. Hi, Ainsley. What brings you to Foreboding? I'm new around here, too. Say, you wouldn't have to be Ainsley, would you? That's my name. One of my new neighbors introduced me. I don't know how to tell you this, but everyone at Coston Wall thinks you're dead. Oh, is this for another quest we were doing? The people at the wall want me to find a person? Could be. At the wall camp? We'll see. Ah, yes, I suppose they would. I used to be their cook, you see. I got so utterly bored. Gruel this, mash that, no room for experimentation. Out here in No Man's Land, my mortally challenged friends really put thought into what they eat. They'll try anything to keep them off the brains. It's great. Without your grub, Captain Tolmon's worried about losing his recruits. He's planning on invading No Man's Land. That'll never do. If the wall goes unmanned, all those awful adventurers will flood in. It'll be chaos. You've got to tell them to stop. It's totally for a quest. Just control that at the wall camp. We just talked to him. That's definitely something. So, we need to head back that way at some point. Still can't get up to the top part of that. There's a rock up there. Might be able to get through with that. This just gets back to the wall. Let's see if we can get into that cave. See if it's instant death. That's very, very probable. We still need to get back and look for a chisel, too. But, let's talk to the people at the wall to progress that is good. Traverse the cave. Now we are here. There's plague rats. There's another cave entrance there. A little bit too cramped for my style. Let's try to get back to the wall here. Should be doable. Here's a road sign. Very helpful. Let's go to the north. I'm gonna head this way. Continue to be vigilant of any enemies. Apparently none in this town. A very nice little place. No problems. Outside of the town, though, danger is all around us. Like these rabbits. Yeah, there's another cave exit. Oh, the rabbit's trying to get me. Okay. Not good. The rabbit went back. We just skirt around this skeleton. Good, good, good. That gets us back to the wall. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we found the missing chef. So that's good. That's progress. And we are back to relative safety. I'm assuming these skeletons can't just path into here and attack us. But that's a bit of an assumption. So probably shouldn't assume that. Ah, the reconnoiterer returns. Is the way clear? Will Foreboding suit us as a forward operating base? Quickly, the recruits are getting hungry. Yeah, about that. Ainsley says hi, and also not to invade. Ainsley? Surely not. He's been dead for a week. He's been missing for a week. He's fine. Loves it in Foreboding. He's made lots of friends with the monsters there. And again, he would really prefer if you didn't invade. Ha! Ainsley alive? Monster is living peacefully in Foreboding? You've been tricked, I fear, by the weirding magic of the ridge. I'll trust no more reports of this sort. Thank you, adventurer. We will continue our advance without you. Dismissed. Alright, I'll leave. We'll be back with proof of my claims from Ainsley himself. I'm very persistent. Could go do that. And we need to talk to Ainsley again. Foreboding. Actually making some progress there. That's nice. Let us just go confirm whether or not we have the level to improve these hero bones. I highly doubt it. But it's worth trying. It's worth trying. It's probably going to be evocation, because we're putting magic into it. Or maybe artistry. Could be either. Could even be both. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing. Chisel. Chisel on hero bones. You have no idea what you're doing. You managed to etch the runes right into the hero's bone by sheer dumb luck. Okay, there you go. I did it. I am the best. I'll bring my hammer. Alright. So, somehow, we're actually making progress here. We've got etched hero bones. We gotta go talk to Ainsley. A lot more progress than I expected out in No Man's Land. But we'll have to head back out there and hopefully continue our streak of not dying next time. Goodbye.